500 on my way to a meal, closed over 100 deals. Can't change us. It's the game changers. It's the game changers.
You want to ask yourself every single day, am I doing everything possible to reach that goal? Don't get too far of yourself. Stay in the moment, stay grounded, and continue to push every single day. Welcome to the Game Changer Podcast. I'm your host, Elijah Bryant, and we got a special guest with us today. We got Joseph, the Tax D Wolf.
Appreciate you having me.
It's your first time on the show, so let's bring it to the beginning.
Man.
Where you from?
New Orleans, Louisiana, man.
Okay.
Growing up, you want me to get into the whole spill right now?
Yeah, we could.
Perfect. Started off in New Orleans, man. Hurricane Katrina came, of course, ended up in Georgia. I said, man, look, I need to go to college, join the Army.
Yeah.
Army said they was gonna pay for college. Some recruiter came in, all right, cool, I'm joining the Army. The rest was history, been like kind of all over the place after that.
Mm-hmm.
Became a medic, then became a nurse. Then I joined the Army National Guard after, deploying a couple of times. And so I'm on the Army side, and then civilian side, I was a registered nurse. So kind of doing both things for a little bit.
Are you going abroad and stuff like that?
Say it again?
Are you going to different locations, like different?
I'm all over, man. I then went from Atlanta to San Antonio to Maryland, then to Afghanistan, then to Florida, everywhere.
I got a question for you. While you're doing this, are you planning your out, or are you like, I'm going in the Army, I'm sticking long term?
Bro, what's crazy is I thought I was gonna in my career as a nurse. That's I planned my whole life in high school, I'm gonna be a nurse. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna join the military. And I made it to nurse, and then it was just like, damn, I ain't about to do this forever, man.
Right.
Then COVID came and all that too. It was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not doing this forever. So long story short, I knew I needed out of the 9-to-5 world in general.
So what was that first initial jump? Or was it like a YouTube video? Was it a conversation?
Yeah, so it was social media really picking up, right? So at first, we didn't even have Instagram back in the day. I don't even remember when Instagram kind of came, but I just started seeing all these people winning. Yeah. And when I was growing up in New Orleans is the murder capital of the world, by the way. When I'm growing up, I just was looking up to rappers, athletes, and drug dealers. And so then social media came, and it's just like, wait, you can do this? You can be a real estate investor and make money? You can do this? So I was just watching all these people, and I was like, well, I'm not dumb. So if some of these guys can do this, it's like, man, I can really make a full-time career out of real estate. And so I dove in, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what got me, just watching YouTube videos, seeing somebody my age making 10 times more money than me doing this real estate. Hey, you don't need cash, credit. Yeah. I'm like, I have to jump in too. So what was your first deal? How was that process?
Yeah, so my first deal, I heard about tax deeds on one of my second tours, right? Somebody bought it up, and I was like, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way you can get property for cheap like that, right? So then I'm looking into it. It's like, okay, when people don't pay their property taxes, they're really legit. Going to auction, and investors are buying these properties for pennies on the dollar. Yeah. So my first deal was $3,000. It was in Daytona Beach, and it was land, right? You do land flipping. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got this lot for $3,000. Holy crap.
In the beach? By the beach?
Daytona Beach, yeah.
That's crazy.
And so I went and got another one in New Smyrna Beach for $2,000, right? And I'm like, dang. Yo, this is fire, right? So I'm just buying these land parcels, and it's cool that I'm getting them for $3K, but then it was the fact that I was selling them, right? Okay, $3K turned to $10K. 5K turned to $20K. And so it was man, okay, this is kind of a cheat code right now, and nobody really knew about it.
How long is that process? So when you, from buying it to selling it, how long does that usually take?
Bro, I bought one, had it under contract in a week, and we closed another 40-something days we closed. Damn. Because I had to clear the title and everything. Okay. About another 40-something days we closed, bro.
So is that the thing with tax deeds? Is there's something wrong with the title? That's why the buyer can't go initially to buy that lot?
The tax sale clouds the title in most cases. All right, there's some states where you will get free and clear title when you win, but most of the time the tax sale clouds the title because it's unjust. The county is seizing the property and giving it to somebody else who can actually pay the taxes, right? Okay. So it puts a cloud on the title. The only reason really for the cloud is they need to justify, like, hey, did the county actually reach out to the right people? Did they go through the correct sequence of events to seize this property? That's really all you're doing. You're just verifying that everybody did their job. That's really all it is. Gotcha. So once you pass that, I own a title company now, Wolf Title. We're like one of the handful of title companies that can clear title on tax deeds, and we can do it in 10 to 14 days. Wow. So we killing them, bro.
All right, so like break down this process to me. Like what's step one with the tax deeds?
Oh, we about to get into it. Get out your notebooks, get your notebooks out. So first things first, you have to understand that there's different types of tax sale, right? So depending on where you live, you're either gonna have tax liens, tax deeds, tax redemption deeds, sheriff sales. There's even land banks and stuff out there. There's all types of things, right? Yeah. So the first step first is you're typically looking for your county clerk of court. So what county are we in right now?
Hillsborough.
So I'm just gonna go to Google Hillsborough County Clerk of Court, right? All I'm looking for on that website is something to do with tax delinquency, tax deeds, tax liens, whatever. So I'm gonna find the tax deed section because of course Florida has liens, but we also have deeds. So I'm gonna see the tax deeds. Go ahead and do my due diligence on those properties because the list is there, right? You normally get the list like 30, 60 days out. Like I can see the next 2 months of auction properties. Hillsborough, damn near every week. It varies, but it's like damn near every week. So I do my due diligence, start researching which properties I believe I can get from, for cheap and that have some value, check comps and everything that I can sell for high. So it's almost the same thing you're doing with the land flipping, except for with the tax deeds, I'm actually buying the property, then selling.
Now, are you doing due diligence before you buy? Like, for example, if you buy land, are you doing like environmental studies? Are you doing surveys, things like that?
That's a really good question. Actually, no, I'm not going that deep into it. The main thing for us is we do need to make sure that like the zoning permits, like we need to make sure, of course, it's buildable. We're not buying anything that's landlocked, wetlands. We're looking for, electric, water, like all that stuff is perks. Yeah. But we're not going as far as like feasibility studies, like none of that. That's on the end buyer. They're gonna do a lot of research, but like we just gotta make sure, like, hey, can we do something with this lot? Can we build on it?
Okay, so you see a lot on the tax deed. Who are you contacting?
To buy it. The county clerk of court, we're just going to show up to auction. Now, sometimes the auctions, depending on where you are, it could be competition, right? Like, it's like, damn, I'm in this auction with Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, right? So I went on a huge losing streak one time, right? And I'm like, yo, how can I get these auctions? Like, how can I win these properties? So there was a couple of issues. One, I was only looking at one place, so I had to expand. So this is where we took it nationwide. Like I'm probably missing out on a lot. So we expanded, took this thing nationwide, and like, holy crap, Alabama's way easier. Like I can get houses for $500. Then we're just expanding. So then the second thing was, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't gotta go to auction. I have the list. And so it's like, okay, let me put the info in truepeoplesearch.com. Let's see if this works. Right. Oh crap, it worked. Like I'm on the phone with the homeowner. Hey, will you sell me this property for $5,000? Right? Then insert wholesale. I ain't even gotta buy the properties anymore. I'm getting them under contract before auction and then still selling them to the same builders. Like
that's dope.
It's cheat code, man.
That's dope. It's like you got a list of people that are behind on their taxes, so they're more likely to sell than somebody that's not in a distressed situation. So it's like you kind of skipping the auction too. Yeah, that's dope. Because
everybody's waiting till the auction, and then by the time they get to auction, they just see redeemed. We didn't already got the dang thing and sold it. So we'll either buy it from them, or once I learned about wholesale, then I was like, man, why am I even spending my money? I can just get it under contract. I got the buyers anyway, so we just getting them under contract and then signing them to the end buyers.
Okay, so this might be
a little too sauce, but like, which markets is the best? Would you say?
All right. No, this is real sauce right here. All right. A lot of people go to the major cities, these low cap rate cities, meaning higher purchase prices, right? So like Miami, New York, like, oh, I want to do tax deeds. And they go to the most expensive cities and they wonder why they never buy a damn thing, right? So what I started doing is I started looking into areas that are gentrifying. So I'm like, man, the big cities, they start growing and then they got to go somewhere. Like, where are these people going? So I actually, this is a huge gem for some of you. I go to the cities that if you don't live in that area, you don't know what city I just said, right? So when people are like, oh, where'd you buy that house? I'm like, Deltona, Florida, DeLand, Florida. And I'm like, what? What the hell is that? Like DeLeon Springs, what? Where is that? Deltona, you mean Daytona? Like, they don't even know what city I'm talking about. But all those people, like Orlando grew so much, especially during COVID, the areas, they just start expanding. So you got new developments here. All the like rural areas that used to be just land are now subdivisions. So I started buying up properties way early before these areas developed. And then now it's like my taxes are cheaper and I still get damn near the same rents that they're getting in the major cities. And I'm just 15 minutes out.
You're keeping these too?
Oh, right now it's all about wealth, bro.
Ooh,
like if I'm not wholesaling it, I'll wholesale a few, wholesale a few, hold. Like, it's all about
Were
wealth.
you doing that from the beginning, or what changed in your mind
So
to start keeping them?
Somebody made this quote or phrase. They were like, flippers are only as good as their next deal, right? And I'm just like, wait a minute. So it's like, okay, I'm flipping properties. I'm just not fixing and flipping, but I'm technically flipping because I'm buying them and then selling them. And so it's like, wait a minute, like the money just kind of goes away. It's like, okay, we made $13K, but then we spent it all. Like, what's going on here? And so it's like, all right, to really replace my income, I need like guaranteed monthly checks coming in. I need guaranteed monthly stuff coming in. So then that's when we started getting more tenants, right? We did the whole Airbnb thing too, was killing Airbnb in Orlando, but you had like good times, you had bad times, you had slow season, you had the guest from hell sometimes. I was like, okay, we're doing all long-term rentals. We're gonna continue to accumulate this cash flow. And then my life just kind of became like, how much monthly income could I create? And now I still like, I got a Corvette. Now I didn't get the Corvette until I had an asset that could pay for the Corvette.
Right.
So I got a life insurance policy for like all my family members. I got, some policies on people I work with. Each asset is just covering a certain expense.
A bill.
It's just like, okay, I just got to keep making this income, more income. And that's still like today how I live my life is just more monthly income.
That's dope. Let's talk about a deal. What was your biggest deal?
Ooh, all right. This is where I became a real estate pimp. I was talking about this before. So one of the first houses I bought, I got in Deltona for $70,000, right? And this just goes to show you how real estate just constantly goes up, right? So I got it for $70,000, and I lived in it for a little bit. I used my VA loan, and then we moved out. We put some tenants in there. It's like, okay, cool, I'm making some money. Then we turned it into an Airbnb. And so my mortgage is like $500 a month. I'm getting $3,500 a month on Airbnb. I was like, holy crap. All right, cool. Like, I'm making money. And then, we decided to sell it. And I'm like, you know what? Let's sell it. I bought it for $70K. The house, when I sold it, I sold for like $300K. So I've been pimping this house out for months, for years, just making money. And then I finally sell it, and my check, like the wire, I still like, come on, I screenshotted that wire out and hung the check up on the wall. Like, I need this in check form. 212K profit I made when I sold it. I was like, oh my
that felt
gosh,
good.
man. Oh my God. I started hanging the checks up on the wall, bro. Like 30K assignment, 43K assignment. Like, it just looked so beautiful.
Nah, I do. I still tell them, give me a check. I don't want no wires. It's marketed too. You know? So like, let's say a 19-year-old, he don't want to go to college. He see what we doing. He like, you know what? I want to do this tax deed route. How would you coach him? Like, what would his direction be?
That's a good question. So for anybody, first things first, I say like find your passion. You gotta kind of like what you do a little bit. You shouldn't be doing something that like makes you completely miserable, right? That's the first thing. So if you're gonna get into real estate, whether it's land flipping with you want to do tax deeds with me, you need to be all in. All right, that's the best advice I can give someone. Is this just gonna get hard? You ain't gonna big checks. I had negative months, right? I had months where weeks how am I gonna pay my employees this week, right? Have a lot of bad times, but the only reason I'm here today is because where 99% of people would have given up and quit, I kept going. That's it. That's the only reason I'm here today is I just failed more times than the average person is willing to fail. I kept failing okay, next time will work. You got those deals that get damn near all the way to closing and then they don't close. Bro, people will quit.
Yeah.
People will quit.
I see it all the time.
All the time. But it's those times, it's those darkest moments where you're like, bro, holy crap. My rent's due tomorrow.
Right.
I ain't got the money. That you gotta be like, man, nah, my story ain't ending today. Right. You just gotta push yourself, man.
So it's more of a mindset thing.
It's resiliency. It's mindset. That's it. I don't care what you're gonna do. OnlyFans, whatever it is, you just can't quit. And most people just, the influencer thing didn't work. No, you just didn't go hard enough. And you gave up too soon. Anything can work. You just got to go hard.
That's a fact. So what inspired you to do content?
I just saw all these people killing it online, and I just realized a lot of businesses were failing because of there's a few reasons: lack of funding, but lack of marketing was a huge one. So when I seen all these other big people on social media, I'm like, man, if I don't know something, I'm gonna pay somebody to teach me, right? And I'm sorry, YouTube University just ain't gonna give you everything you need to grow up, blow up, and be a millionaire. You know what I mean? The step by step. So I started paying people. Hey, can you show me how to scale my business? Can you show me how to do Facebook ads? Can you show me how to do XYZ, right? So I'm paying people, I'm learning, I'm growing. And that's when I got into content. My first video sucked. My first live.
It always does.
I look back at them things, I was like, dang, I used to talk like that. But over time, you just get better and better at it. Just like any muscle memory. When you first drive a car, you're scared. Right, you don't have a license, you're scared. Now y'all get on I-4 and drive like Ricky Bobby. Nobody. It just becomes second nature.
Yeah. So, how long you been doing the content for?
Content, probably heavies, probably 2018, 19.
Dang.
2019.
It's been some time now.
2020.
That's what's up.
A few years. It took a little minute to figure it out, but. Man, you start I just start posting my journey, and then I started giving value. So I don't hold anything back. I'm just giving all the value. Hey, here's the step by step. Here's what tax deeds are. And then I'm getting shares. I'm knowing it's valuable by the shares. It's damn, 1,000 shares. What? Right. 3,000 shares? I'm getting more shares than likes. They're sharing the hell out of this stuff. And that's kind of how it blew up. Just that value-based content. Just pushing it out.
So did you get any students that came from one of your Instagram reels, became a student, and then got success from it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Let's talk about one.
100%. So man, let's talk about, I'm gonna use one of the recent ones, okay? So I got my guy, Billy, he's a nurse. He's still a nurse right now, right? He comes in, I'm like, hey, we preach game of Monopoly doesn't start till the bank hands out the money, right? So I was like, look, I'm gonna get your business structured, I'm gonna help you get structured. You're gonna go get some money from the banks, and you're gonna use that money. You're gonna go ahead and start investing, right? It's okay, that's how it works. Okay, cool. We get his business started. He goes to the bank. I get Billy $100,000 in funding, bro. 30 days, less than 30 days, right? $100,000 in business credit cards. A couple of cards he got 30K on, just like that. All right, so he gets his money right off the bat, bro. He gets this money. And then I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna do a BRRRR. We're gonna BRRRR this property. It's in Detroit. You're gonna get it for this much. You're gonna do the rehab. You're gonna get reimbursed on the rehab. You're gonna refinance out, and you're gonna get X amount of dollars tax free, right? Get into this new loan. Tenant's gonna pay the new mortgage.
Right.
He then goes to Detroit auction. Just literally a couple weeks ago, he goes to auction in Detroit. He wins 5 properties for less than $10,000. All 5. houses, not land, houses. One of the houses we're selling for $70,000.
Just one of those?
One of the houses. Damn. He got all 5 for less than $10,000.
Time out. How did he know? How did he know that was a deal though? Like these 5 houses, because you could probably go anywhere in the world and get a house for like, or Baltimore, right? What they selling houses for like $1, $13?
They had ghost towns over there. They were selling.
How did he know that was a deal?
Market research. So not only are we taking flights to some of these areas, we have boots on ground. So we have trusted contractors that we work with, property managers, project managers. They're getting photos, right? They're getting as much info as they can. We're also doing comps, of course, right? Yeah. Okay, comparables. After repair value on this house is $250,000. Holy crap. Yeah. Let's go to auction. Let's see what we can get it for. Because we don't know what we're going to win for in auction. Oh, okay. This auction lasted for like a week. And so it's like, oh crap, I got the highest bid right now. Yeah. Holy crap, I still have the highest bid at $1,500. Holy crap, I still have the highest bid. Yeah. Damn, I won. Like that's just literally the emotions of winning the auctions. Some auctions you have 2 minutes. You know, you see it on like movies, like 25, 35, 40. So like it's like that. Every auction is different. So like in Florida, we have like a minute or 2 minute countdown. That auction's gonna end quick. But in some places, the auction may last for a week. We may have a 10-day upset bid in some states. Like every auction is so different. Okay. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, it's a crazy game, man. It's a crazy game.
So you got any last words for the viewers?
Man, all I will say is that, you know, I don't know if you're spiritual or not. I just got to tell you, you were not put on this earth to work and then die. All right, you were not put here to work till you're 70 something years old, then finally enjoy life. If you have a passion, if you have a dream, go for it. All right, don't let anybody stop you. Escape this matrix. Go ahead and go hard. You can live heaven on earth right now today. Get you some money, take care of your family, build wealth, change the dynamic, and just do what you want to do. You can live life however you want to live. That's my word to everybody.
That's a fact. So where can they follow you at?
Tax Deed Wolf CEO on Instagram, Tax Deed Wolf on every other platform, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Tax Deed Wolf.
Yes, sir. So if you want the plan on how to flip land, you know where to come. Game changers.
I was waiting for you to do like a crazy rhyme. I was like, boy, you about to start spitting.